What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 190. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about all the latest and greatest in Blu-rays and 4Ks. And yes, I am doing a pre-recorded on StreamYard edition of the Physical Media Report. I just needed an easier episode today. I've got a lot going on. My daughter's sick. It's my wife's birthday. And to be honest, like, I was looking at what announcements there were the past week, and there's really not a lot. So there really wasn't a lot to get to. So I just thought I would do an easy episode today, go through some of the announcements, go through what is coming this week. We've also got a lot of good deals going on right now that I'm definitely going to cover. But before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We talk about physical media on this channel, Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day. So if you like that kind of content, hit the subscribe button. Also, let me know everything that we cover on today's episode. What gets you the most excited? What gets you the most amped up? And what gets those juices flowing the most? Let me know that in the comment section below. Okay, let's get into it, guys. And again, because this is kind of pre-recorded, not going to do a lot of editing. Well, all my physical media reports are pre-recorded, but because this is on StreamYard, I don't have the highly editing. I don't have the editing tools necessarily. I do have editing tools, but I don't have the same editing tools that I do on my phone. So the editing is not going to be as extensive unless I just really mess up something. So keep that in mind, okay, as we go through these announcements. But let's go ahead and get into it, guys. And like I said, there's not a ton new announcements to talk about, but the most exciting thing we have to talk about today is this special box set collector's edition of Seven. On 4K as popping up. This popped up on Zavi, actually, and I'm pretty sure it popped up in the UK Zavi, but I think there was also a US version available as well. And I saw this on Blu-ray.com. People were floating this image around in the forum. So apparently, and I imagine there's going to be a regular slipcover edition of Seven on 4K from Warner Brothers, but apparently we're going to be getting some kind of like big box set edition. But it even says at the bottom that the artwork is to be confirmed. So this might not even be the actual artwork, but they're going pretty far in showing us the artwork for it not being the actual artwork. But anyway, looks like you got some posters. You got a nice little box, like actual box shaped case, like what's in a box themed. And then it looks like there's a steelbook inside. But let's look at Ultimate Collector's Edition. Contains film on 4K UHD and Blu-ray, rigid slipcase steelbook, John Doe 18-page booklet, double-sided A3 posters, 7 times Deadly Sin crime scene art cards, Help Me, Glow in the Dark art card, Investigation chalkboard art card. So looks like a cool box set for sure. And yeah, Seven, I believe I've talked about Seven on the channel before. There was news, I think, like 6 months ago that David Fincher was actually working on the remastering of Seven. So we've kind of known for a little bit we were going to get this. So not an official announcement, but this image was floating around on Blu-ray.com. I think it's up on Zavi right now. Maybe it's a pre-order. But really cool that we're getting Seven on 4K. This will be the second David Fincher movie, I think, that we've gotten in 4K. I could be wrong about that. Maybe The Girl with the Dragon tattoo has one. I don't think it does. I know the sequel does. I don't know if the first one does. So the girl that came with the spider, or Along Came a Girl with a Spider, something like that. I can't remember the name of that one, but I think that has a 4K. But I don't think The Girl with the Dragon tattoo has a 4K. But the only David Fincher movie on 4K that I know of off the top of my head is The Social Network, and that came out in the Columbia Classic Set Volume 2. So David Fincher movies are in much need of 4K. So hopefully this is signs that he's going back in, and we're going to get stuff like Fight Club. Now that will have to come through Disney, I believe. So good luck maybe with that one. But, you know, Seven is definitely one people are going to be excited about. We want Zodiac. We want The Game. I want The Game. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, you know, would be a cool 4K to get. A lot of cool movies. Gone Girl would be a cool David Fincher 4K to get. Aliens 3. You know, we're getting Aliens. Why not get Aliens 3, you know, on 4K? That would be cool, right? But anyway, just thought I would show you all that. What do you think of Seven coming to 4K? I know a lot of people are probably excited about this. Again, no official release dates. I imagine this will come out probably, I would say, first quarter of 2024, since we're already getting news now. I'd say March, maybe, possibly April, but I think it'll come out in the first half of 2024 at least. Let's talk about this one. This is a Kino announcement. Kino always keeps us busy. They're always announcing stuff, but this was the one that kind of popped out to me. This is a Witness for the Prosecution, a Billy Wilder film. Same guy who directed, The Apartment and a number of other great classic films. But this is getting a Blu-ray release. A little bit surprising they're not doing this with the 4K, or not doing this one in 4K. It is a Billy Wilder film, and I just feel like this is a big title. I feel like I've heard this name before. But yeah, cool. They're doing a Blu-ray. I think it does have a 4K scan, so I'm sure it's going to look great on Blu-ray. For sure. Definitely one that I'll be checking out 100%. But let me know if you're excited. I think this has a new audio commentary on it as well. And let's talk about some Jess Franco on 4K. This is like the year, or the past couple of years have been like the year of Jess Franco. So Blue Underground is putting out Jess Franco's Night of the Blood Monster with Christopher Lee. So definitely looks interesting. I don't know if I'll be getting this one. Maybe if they send me the Blue Underground release. I think I got a couple of Jess Franco movies on 4K this year, actually. Yeah, sure. Christopher Lee's always great in everything, and surrounded by naked women, I'm sure he's even better. But let me know if you're excited for Night of the Blood Monster. The one thing that was interesting about this one is Blue Underground. And somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I looked up to see if there was any previous Blue Underground Blu-rays of this title, Night of the Blood Monster, and I didn't see any. So Blue Underground has kind of been just like updating or re-releasing their previous releases on Blu-ray on 4K. They haven't really been doing anything new for the past couple of years. So this, as far as I know, is like a new title coming out from Blue Underground that they haven't released before. Again, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. And I think there's also a Blu-ray coming in addition to the 4K, but I don't think they've done the Blu-ray before. So this is a new title for Blue Underground. I know a lot of people said that was kind of, Blue Underground was kind of, going to, not be around for too much longer. A lot of people were speculating that because they haven't really released anything new. So maybe this is a sign that Blue Underground is kicking things back up again. And I certainly hope so, because Blue Underground does some of the best work. Like, their transfers are just second to none. They always look incredible. Let's talk about this one, because this is kind of interesting. And I realize I haven't been covering the dates here. So Witness for the sorry, I have all this stuff wrote down. Witness for the Prosecution is supposed to be coming out February the 6th. Night of the Blood Monster is supposed to be coming out March the 26th. So there you go, guys. I'm very sorry. Unprofessional, I know. But let's talk about Eddie Murphy's Raw. His stand-up special Raw is coming to Blu-ray. This is coming out from Paramount. And this is coming out January the 9th, so very soon. Interesting, we're getting some classic stand-up on Blu-ray. And this, from what I understand, this and Delirious is the two most iconic Eddie Murphy stand-up performances. So I don't think I've actually seen this stand-up routine, but I'm kind of maybe thinking about purchasing it and having it on physical media. I do love Eddie Murphy, especially of this time period. And he kind of built himself on stand-up before he went into his movie career. So definitely one to check out. And I think he was very young when he did this as well. He was probably maybe 20 when he did Raw, like maybe just a little bit older, because he was acting like very young. I think Trading Places, he was like 22 or something in that movie. And that was one of his first movies, that in 48 Hours. But yeah, so I may be getting this one, but let me know what you guys think about classic stand-up coming to physical media. I'm sure he says some very offensive stuff in this skit, stuff that wouldn't be too popular nowadays. So it'll definitely be interesting to hear people's reaction to that when it comes out. We got some DC anime. This is how how hard up I am for announcements. I'm covering DC animated stuff, which I don't usually unless it's coming out this week. Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earth Part 1 coming out on 4K and Blu-ray from Warner Brothers on January the 23rd. I don't have anything to really say about that. I'm not really a fan of the, I like DC movies, some of them, but I don't get into the comic book lore and stuff. I think they did that whole storyline maybe on the CW shows I heard about years ago. But yeah, but you're getting an animated version, Part 1. I'm sure they'll release Part 2, and then they'll put them all together probably on a disc. And do Part 1 and 2 on one release. I don't know why they do it that way, but that's the way they do it. Let's talk about this. We've got steelbooks, more Walmart steelbooks coming. We have Platoon getting a 4K steelbook, and this is a Shout Factory 4K Steelbook, and this is coming out on February the 27th. Again, Walmart exclusive. We also have the Magnificent Seven getting a Walmart exclusive Shout Factory release, which is very cool. This is also a 4K. And Dragon Hearts is getting a 4K Steelbook as well, which I'm actually excited for. And I'll probably end up pre-ordering this because I never got the Shout Factory Dragon Heart 4K because it did not come with a slipcover and I didn't want to pay full price for that. And I was like, I'll just wait till it goes down in price. But for a nice collectible steelbook for Dragonheart, I will absolutely sell out or shell out the money for that. But I wanted to talk about this because we're seeing a lot of the what would usually be Best Buy exclusive steelbooks. We saw it with Silent Night last week. The Lionsgate is doing a Walmart exclusive steelbook. We're now seeing it with these Shout Factory exclusives as well. And we've seen, I think, one Shout Factory exclusive at Walmart, and that was Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. And now we're seeing 3 more going to be Walmart exclusive. We already seen the Universal do an Exorcist 4K Steelbook at Walmart exclusively. Is this what it's going to be? And if so, doesn't really surprise me. I kind of anticipated that. I think we all anticipated that all of the companies that did Best Buy exclusive steelbooks are now going to move their steelbooks over to Walmart. So it kind of just seems like a easy, natural transition at this point. The only thing that bothers me with this is I can never find like steelbooks in my actual Walmart. So if I want these steelbooks, I will have to pre-order every single one of them. I've still yet to find that steelbook section of my Walmart that everybody else finds. Maybe I'm not going to the right Walmarts. I don't know, but I can't find, like, I found Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey in mine, though. I did find that. Every now and then I'll find a random steelbook, but I don't have steelbook sections like other people have seen. So I like picking up my steelbooks impulsively in stores sometimes if I don't, want to pre-order them. So that's what I kind of liked Best Buy for, because I could go in there and they would be there. I probably wouldn't have got Expendables 4 if I didn't walk in and see it on the shelf, which, could be a good thing for me not to spend more money. But I kind of like the stuff, being able to see it in stores. And with these, I'll have to pre-order every one because I just don't see myself walking into my Walmart and seeing all these steelbooks everywhere when they start to become Walmart exclusives. But I will definitely pre-order Dragonheart. Now, Platoon and the Magnificent Seven, I already own on 4K, so I do not need those, but I do need Dragonheart. So yeah, exciting stuff. All 3 of those steelbooks come out on February the 27th from Shout Factory right there. So let's go. That's all the news and announcements, guys, I have to talk about. See, not a ton to talk about. I was actually surprised I got as much as I did. Hopefully things ramp up soon, but let me bring up Blu-ray.com and we'll go over some of these deals. Of course, we have the Kino Lorber sale going on right now. I think there's a Synops sale going on right now as well under MVD. And I believe Groove's got some sales going on. I think it's like 2 for $22 on 4K. So definitely check that out. And I'm trying to think. I feel like there was one more sale that happened over the weekend. I didn't take enough notes. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, it's been a crazy morning at my house, but let's jump into these deals real quick. And a lot of good stuff, guys. We have the Matrix trilogy on 4K. If you just want the first 3 and you want to forget that the last one even happened, you can just get the first 3, $29.99 on 4K. Sonic 2 on 4K is $7.99. I'm really thinking about getting this because I don't own this movie, and I may still get it with a slip. So $7.99 seems like a good price for that. We got a Warner Archive title. I can't even read what that is. What's Up, Doc? For $8.99. Some of the Warner Brothers sets, I think I'm seeing 3 of them, maybe all of them, are on sale for $84.99. I think those were $100 when they came out. Those are really nice sets. From what I've seen, they looked pretty damn close. Let me change where I'm at right here. They looked pretty damn close in size and quality to the Columbia Classic set. So they definitely look like cool sets. The Dark Knight trilogy on 4K is $31.49. I still need that trilogy on 4K. I don't own those movies on 4K, just Blu-ray still. And then down here, I'm seeing Barbie on 4K is currently $19.99. I think that's the lowest that I've seen it so far. We also have Blue Beetle on 4K for $19.99. Violent Night on 4K is $16.99 already. Lord of the Rings trilogy is $51.99 if you want to get all those on 4K. We got ET, the little lunchbox thermos set is $37.49. I think that was $50 last week. That thing keeps dropping. They really want to get rid of that ET set right there. So maybe jump on that. And I will link all these down below. All these sales, if they're still going, I will link them down below in the description. So check out those links. They're Amazon affiliate links. And if you use them, you'll be supporting the channel. And why wouldn't you want to support the channel, guys? Come on. Schindler's List on 4K is $11.49. Megan on 4K is already down to $14.99. Imagine how pissed you would be if you bought the Blu-ray, then you bought the 4K for full price, and then a couple of weeks later they lowered it down to $14.99. God, they keep jerking us around with this Megan and Violent Night stuff, don't they? The Exorcist is $13.99 with that ugly ass slipcover, but $13.99, you can't beat it for that. That is both cuts are on 4K with that. So very cool set. Full Metal Jacket is $11.99. Saw X is $21.99. We got the Harry Potter collection is $71.99. It was cheaper a few weeks ago. I actually ordered it then, but I think it was like $12 cheaper. Kandahar with Gerald Butler is $7.99. It's a good price for that. My Big Fat Greek Wedding is already down to $11.49. That just came out. Balto is $5.99. I don't think I've ever seen Balto. Should I check out Balto? Let me know. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is on Blu-ray for $17.99. The Meg 2 is on 4K for $19.99. And the Matrix that everybody wants to forget, the Matrix Resurrections on 4K is $10.99. The Green Mile on 4K is $11.99. No Time to Die is $10.99. A lot of good sales going on right now, guys. That steelbook set of Resident Evil is down to $140.32. That's actually, I think that's actually a really good deal. I think it was $190 when it came out. The Lost Boys 4K is $9.99. The Goonies 4K is $11.49. Rear Window 4K is $10.99. We got Waterworld on 4K for $10.44. Wakanda Forever is $16.99 on 4K. Nobody is $11.99. Highly recommend Nobody. That's a lot of fun. And yeah, just some good deals on Glorious Bastards on 4K for $10.99 and House of the Dragon on 4K. The Steelbook, I think, is $22.99. I still need to get that. Quantum Mania $16.99. Yeah, just some good stuff. I'm trying to scroll through. Apollo 13 is $9.99. Yeah, guys, check out all the deals. There's some good ones. X is on Blu-ray for $5.99. Definitely some good deals going right now. I think I saw earlier this morning The Thing, the Scream Factory version was like $3 or $4, which was crazy. All right, let's go back. Let me take this off because I got I'll bring it back up when I need it. But let's go into what is new this week, guys. We've got some good stuff coming. This is a big release week. There's really a lot of crap coming out. Not crap. I keep saying crap. Good stuff. But there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff coming out to spend your hard-earned dollars on, starting with a movie that everybody should spend their hard-earned dollars on. I don't care if you have it on Blu-ray. I don't care if you have it on DVD. I don't care if you have it on VHS. You upgrade this sucker as soon as it comes out because John Travolta and Nick Cage demand you to. And that is Face Off. It's coming to 4K this week, guys. Isn't that freaking awesome? Look at that. We never thought we would get Face Off on 4K a few years ago. A lot of people were like, when are we getting Face Off on 4K? I remember a lot of people talking about it. We're getting it this week, guys, on 4K. Travolta, Cage. I'd take his face off. I could eat a peach for hours in 4K. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Face Off on 4K. That's also getting a Blu-ray as well. And Face Off is $26.99 right now. Now, I will say it's so hard for me to get the Kino Lorber stuff in on time. It seems like, because I ordered this stuff off of Amazon. It's like you'll get it in February. So I ordered Face Off of Kino Lorber like a week ago. So hopefully I'm getting it in soon. But as soon as I get it in, I'm going to review it because it's a John Woo movie, and I love John Woo, and I love Face Off. So I'm excited to watch it. We also have Clue coming out this week on 4K, and this is going to be $29.99. And it's coming out from Shout Factory. So I'm really excited for this one. I haven't seen Clue since I was a kid, and I honestly just remember like watching scenes from it. So it'll really be like a first time watch. I'm really excited to watch Clue on 4K for sure. And I'll definitely be reviewing that one also. We also had The Mandalorian. Season 1 on 4K is coming out from Disney, and this is a 4K Steelbook. There's also a Blu-ray Steelbook as well. Now, the 4K Steelbook is sorry guys, $45.99 and the Blu-ray is $39.96. And these, of course, are coming out from Disney. But we don't just have the first season, we have the second season as well. It's coming out. Mandalorian, the complete second season, is coming out from Disney on 4K for $44.96 and getting a Blu-ray steelbook as well for $39.99. So are you all excited for the Mandalorian season 1 and 2, both coming to 4K and Blu-ray physical media for the first time, streaming shows? You know, we got to support this stuff. We want to keep it going, right? I say that, but to be honest, I'm kind of a hypocrite because I'm probably not going to get these. I'll get them eventually, hopefully, if they're still in stock, which I imagine they probably will be since that's the only option. But I'm just not prepared right now with all the money I've been spending the past couple of weeks on everything else to drop $90 on shows that I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to watch these when I get them in because I'm just kind of over the Star Wars and that whole Disney universe. But I do like the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. I thought they were both really solid seasons. I'm just not in the mood to watch stuff like that. So I'm not going to get it right now. Hopefully they'll go down in price eventually and I'll grab them then. But if you like that and you want that on physical media, that's great. Grab it. It's available. And that's all we really want is for stuff to be available so we can get it if we want it. Let's see. We got Pinocchio coming out on 4K. This is a part of the Criterion Collection. This is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which was a Netflix movie. So this is another streaming movie or TV show coming to physical media. And this is going to be $34.99 for this. And again, coming up from Criterion. There's also a Blu-ray option as well for $27.99. We also have The Creator coming out. Big week for Disney. This is coming out from Disney. I think it was a 20th century movie, though, but it's coming out under the Disney umbrella. This is getting a 4K for $29.96, a Blu-ray for $24.96 as well. No steelbook. I'm kind of disappointed. I would have thought they would have done a steelbook for this, but you have the 4K cover right here, but you also have the Blu-ray cover, which is completely different, so that's cool. Yeah, The Creator, I do want to see this one. I probably will get it. I don't know if I'll grab it this week, but I might grab it within the next couple of weeks. And again, guys, it's Christmas time. I got gifts and stuff to buy. I can't be buying all this stuff for myself. I'm buying enough for myself, right? But The Creator, I do want to check this movie out. You know, for sure. I've heard mixed things about it, I feel like, but I feel like mostly positive mixed things about it. So I love sci-fi, so I'm excited to check it out and see what it's like for myself. We also have The Wailing coming out this week. This is a big week for South Korean movies on physical media. We'll get into another one here in a second, but The Wailing is coming out on 4K, and this is going to be $16.99. And Wellgo USA is releasing this. Now I have mixed feelings on that movie coming to 4K because I just bought the Blu-ray and I haven't seen the movie, and I bought the Blu-ray for $5.99. Now the 4K is not very expensive; it's $16.99. But I'm not prepared to get it right now. I may get it down the line if it goes on sale. I do like that slip cover though. That's a really cool slip cover with the white and stuff kind of blending in with the sky and the smoke and the fog and stuff. So I'll get it eventually probably, but I probably should watch my Blu-ray and you know, decide if I want to get it on 4K or not first. But yeah, if you guys want it, that's coming out this week. We also have Old Boy coming out on 4K this week. This is a very popular South Korean film directed by Park Chan-wook. And yeah, this is coming out with this really nice edition. It looks like a leather case with all kinds of goodies and stuff inside. Really nice looking case. But this thing is $75.99. This is coming out from Decal Releasing. And I can't for the life of me understand why they wouldn't just do a regular 4K of Old Boy and then do a big deluxe package like that. Why are they just doing a deluxe package of Old Boy for, it's like either you spend $76 on Old Boy or nothing. You get nothing. It's like, come on, guys, give us a slip, you know, at least for $20 or $30, even if that's what you want to charge. But why are you just offering us a $76 big boutique release of Old Boy? And that's it. That doesn't make any sense to me. But if you're excited to spend $76, maybe Old Boy's your favorite movie and you were going to get that regardless, you're probably excited for it. So, you know, there you go. It's available. But hopefully they release another version of that because I am not getting that for sure. Even though I do like Old Boy, I don't love Old Boy like that. We also have Weird Coming out this week from Shout Factory. This is the Al Yankovic story, starring Daniel Radcliffe. Very weird movie, almost like a parody biopic, but this is coming out from Shout Factory, $27.96, and it's also getting a regular Blu-ray for $19.99. Now, I had the Umbrella release, so I'll probably stick with that, but it's cool that they're releasing it in the States as well. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, which I saw in the theaters and quite enjoyed. That was probably better than I could have hoped for, being a lifelong Turtles fan, but it's getting a regular 4K for $32.99, getting a Blu-ray for $24.96, and getting a 4K Steelbook. Let me show that for $34.95. And it's also getting a Walmart exclusive Steelbook that looks exactly the same as the one that's sold on Amazon. So I don't know exactly what's exclusive about it. Maybe it's got some cards or something in it, but I did think I would note that real quick for you guys. But let me know if you're excited for Turtles. This is a really good animated movie. I'm sure it's going to look great on 4K. We also got Five Nights at Freddy's coming out this week. This one just came out, I feel like, just a little bit over a month ago on Peacock and in theaters. Did very well. Made a lot of money. I think it's Blumhouse's highest grossing movie, which is absolutely insane. I watched this with my family on Peacock, and it was decent. My kids definitely enjoyed it more than I did, but I'll probably pick this up because, again, my kids enjoyed it, and my daughter wants it on physical media, actually, which is cool. This is coming out for $27.95 and also getting a Blu-ray for $22.95. I don't know why Universal didn't do a Steelbook for that, though. That feels like a missed opportunity. I feel like I saw images of the Steelbook, and then they just kind of went away. So I don't know if they'll do it again at a later date. So maybe hold off on buying the 4K if you want to wait for the Steelbook, if you're a Steelbook collector. But yeah, I don't know exactly what the deal is there, but I'm not seeing the Steelbook on Blu-ray.com coming out this week. But let me know if you're excited for Five Nights at Freddy's. We also have Suspect Zero coming out from Kino Lorber this week on 4K. And this is $25.99 for this one. So I haven't seen this movie, but it's got a good cast. Aaron Eckhart, Ben Kingsley, Carrie-Anne Moss. Good cast right there. So let me know if you're excited for that. We also have School Days, Spike Lee joints, 35th anniversary coming out on 4K this week from Sony for $28.49. So there you go. We got Dumb Money coming out on Blu-ray this week. I've heard some good things about this movie. This is the GameStop story. And this is coming out from Sony for $22.96 on Blu-ray. And, you know, Sony, they're always going to be upcharging their Blu-rays for sure on the initial release. So, yeah, I do want to see that movie, though. It looks pretty good. But let me know what you guys are excited to get. If I can actually fix my screen here. Everything's frozen. All right, there we go. Sorry, guys. If it's weird, I apologize. I really don't have time to edit, but things are jumping and going everywhere right now. But let's go in and check out more of the new releases real quick, because there's some other stuff that came out that I didn't get full images for. We'll just kind of go down this list real quick. We got the Looney Tunes. I think that's Volume 2 on Blu-ray. You got a Bollywood horror collection coming out from Severin. We got The Man from Nowhere on 4K. We got Butterfly Kill coming out, which I think I've showed off on the channel. We got The Great Ziegfeld coming out from Warner Archive. We got The Long Arm of the Law coming out from 88 Films. I did show that off on the channel. Cushing's Curiosities. I think that's a Severin release. We got The Terror coming out from Film Masters. We got The Man Who Wasn't There in 3D coming out from Kino Lorber. We got Shaun the Sheep coming out on Blu-ray, the complete series from Shout Factory. We got The Red Balloon coming out from Criterion this week. We got Tarzan the Ape Man. We got a lot of Warner Archive stuff coming out. Gentleman Jim coming out from Warner Archive as well. We got the Enter the Video Store set coming out. I imagine that's a re-release, probably a skinnier re-release. Pollux coming out from Sony. Let's see. Greta Garbo is coming out from Warner Archive. We got Running Scare. I think that's a Kino release coming out on Blu-ray. We got Madame Bovary coming out from Warner Archive. We got Horrors of the Black Museum. I showed that off before. I think that's a VCI release. We got There's Nothing Out There coming out. So we got Blue Rita. We got The Lost. And Mary Pickford collection. I showed that off on the channel. Hail Caesar is coming out from MVD Rewind. So yeah, some other good stuff coming out this week. Showdown at the Grand One coming out from Shout Factory, I believe. Mercy Road coming out on Blu-ray. Let's take a look at this Ninja Turtle thing real quick. Yeah, there's a collectible mini poster with that. So that's the exclusive for that release, but I imagine it's the same price as the other ones. So all right, guys, so that's it. We got the Dirty South. That's the last one I'm going to talk about. The Dirty South is coming out this week. So, oh, the Paw Patrol movie. How could I almost forget that? How could I almost forget the Paw Patrol, the Mighty movies coming out on Blu-ray for $22.96. But look, guys, with that, we are done with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report. I do apologize for the pre-recorded on StreamYard version. I will be back in regular form next week for the Physical Media Report. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, though. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you're the most excited about of everything that we talked about. I imagine it's probably, 7 on 4K. That's exciting, right? But let me know in that comment section below. Everybody have a great, fantastic day, and I'll see you guys later.